I'm doing pretty good. I got some things in the cart, so let's go ahead and continue shopping. Hey Nesters, welcome back to Nesting Haven. Today we're doing some thrift shopping at Goodwill, looking to see if we can find any cool vintage home decor. The first thing I checked out was their handpick section. I saw this bird, thought it was kind of cool. It happened to be $80. It was made in China. I'm not exactly sure what it is and why it's $80, but yeah, we're gonna pass on that for today. I did really like this painting. It wasn't quite a red, it was a very almost hot pink. That kind of threw it off for me. I didn't like how vibrant that color was for my personal decor is what I would have picked it up for. I do have this kind of landscape wilderness wall, and so I didn't pick that up because of the bright color. And look what I spied here. This is the first, well actually the second pickup of the day. You'll see the first one in a second. Got a bluebird goose glass here. They just had this single, but I don't have this cute little juice glass yet in my collection. At only $2, I was gonna pick this guy up for sure. I love that. And now you can see my first find. I didn't film it, I thought I did, but I was so excited to find it. Is that beautiful little owl picture there. I'll share it with you a little bit better in the haul at the end of the video. I did find this really cool state souvenir piece of the state of New Hampshire, my neighboring state. It was in really great condition, and I'd never seen this one before. $4, looks like they were selling it for $10 at an antique mall. Just a small little dent in it, but you can't really see it from the front side either, so very, very cool. Great colors to that. So we'll add that to the cart. And there looks like there is another one down here, St. Augustine. I believe that's Florida, if I'm not mistaken. Another cool piece. It is a little bit more damaged than the other. So I'm going to set that in the cart. It's pretty specific and it does have some scratching I'm seeing. So I'm going to think on it. I'm going to look that up and see what it might go for. So I want you guys that are watching to leave me a comment and let me know if you had these Corelle dishes, the butterfly gold, the spring blossom. I see them all the time. I used to pick them up. I don't pick them up so much these days, but I feel like everybody had these back in the 70s and 80s, maybe early 90s even. Let me know if you guys did and which pattern of Corelle you guys grew up on. Up on the top shelf, there is some really pretty lusterware. I always think it's really gorgeous. I don't collect it. I don't tend to pick it up to resell, but I always enjoy seeing it. Now they had this nice iridescent set of plates. It was not marked on the bottom. I'm wondering if it's Moon Glow, which I believe Federal put out. I didn't see any like F shield symbol on the bottom. $20 for the set. I'm not sure if that was a good deal on that, if I should have picked it up. I just wasn't certain who made it. It's kind of pretty. Pretty bowl. Try to be a little bit more picky about what I'm picking up, trying to think of more of what the purpose of something might be if someone was to go ahead and purchase it. What would they be using it for in their home? These are very pretty. Very pretty transferware. It's always so hard to film the top shelf, and they put all the good stuff on the top shelf, right? Precious moments. What is this little bowl with a cat? Mimi beef? Is that what that said? I guess it's like a little food dish for a cat. I'm not really sure. Oh, this is fun. Like a little cowboy teapot and jean jacket. It's not for food use though. It's for decorative purposes. That would be really cool if you could use it. But just for decor, I don't know. Let's see what else they have. They usually put their good stuff on the end caps. Oh, we got another Keith mug. If you guys have seen a previous video of mine, the other Goodwill, it's local to me, there was a bunch of Keith mugs, so somehow they ended up at both stores. I guess some boy band bobbleheads or something up there. I'm not sure what boy band that was. Got a little music box up here, it looks like. $13 on this. It is put out by Schmid, which they made a bunch of music boxes. This one's from 1983. The last one that sold was only selling for $6, so I decided to pass on that. There's a few listed for about the same that they were asking here today. A lot of modern stuff. It's kind of cool vase, even though it's modern. It's a pretty interesting look to it. $10 they want for that, though. All right, it's Nicky Knack time. Let's go ahead and check him out. There's always so many great ones. Oh, what a cute little owl. It's very cute, very 1970s. He kind of has like a, I think he's a ceramic hobbyist piece. Oh, his ear's chipped, unfortunately. I was gonna grab him too. That's a shame. I guess I will pass on him for today. What else do they have? A little owl here. It's kind of modern looking. It's like a candle. It feels like the outside actually feels like wax too. It's like a candle inside of it. I don't know. It's got a weird texture to it. It's kind of cute. I see this little doll in the back I'm trying to reach for. Oh, she's cute. I love that she has yarn hair on the ceramic piece and her eyes are beaded. Oh, it's also a little bank. How fun. $2. So it's like one of those chalkware banks. Even still has a plug. It's in really good shape. Just checking it over to make sure it didn't have any chips or whatever. I'm seeing a lot of rabbits and like children figurines. A modern pug dog. $2. I think she does have some age to her there. Not exactly sure what she's doing. More bunny rabbits. Oh, this is a like little farm animal figurine like I've been collecting. I actually don't have one with a little lamb yet, so I really like this one. I do wish the colors were a little bit more my colors, but I do like it. The bunnies are really cute. It's not quite Easter time yet. If it was closer to that season, I might pick it up. I don't know if I really want to hang on to it that long. I did see a couple more farm figurines over here. This one's cute. They have like a little bunny rabbit. Or is it a dog? It might be a dog. That one's fun. And then they have the taller ones. There's a lady with a goose, and she has her little harvest basket. I actually believe this is Home Co. And they are asking 10 on her. And then I believe this guy would have originally came with her. Looks like it is a set. Just have the rooster and another 10 for him as well. So maybe if it was 10 for the set, I might have done it. Some pretty chartreuse green candlesticks. I'm basically looking at the candle section looking for either fairy lamps or glassy baby, right? So, you know, it's always worth checking it out. I'm not really a candle kind of person, but I do pick them up to resell if I can find, you know, quality things. I do love the little nursery planters. This one's cute. It's got the kitschy poodle on it. In Japan, does have a little bit of wear on the lettering. Seeing if it will scrape off, if it's gonna clean up or not. I can't tell if it's like a sticker or some kind of paint chipping away at it. I don't know. Should I get this $5? I'm gonna think about it. We'll set it in the cart. A really cute duck planter on the top shelf. Looks like it is vintage Japan. And it's $10. Everything I like today is $10 or more. I'm trying not to spend too much today, so I'm trying to be a little bit choosy. This is really cool. Really, yeah, $10. I would have just got it to resell, but it's definitely a cool little statue. I did see this really cool vase up here. It looks like it could be Blue Mountain pottery. It's not marked, but the coloring and the fact that it's redware is pretty indicative that it could be. Again, they had $10 on that piece as well. There are definitely some nice things today and some interesting things today. I'm just trying to be a little bit choosy. I can't be paying $10 for everything I find that I like, right? Look, there's a little deer on this. Some type of a bell. Not really sure what that was for. It had some kind of weird attachment to it. Ooh, a trivet. I haven't found a good trivet in a while. Has a bird on it too, and the florals. I love this one. It's a good size. $5. It's not in bad shape. It does need just a string or something. It needs some cleaning up. But I really like that piece. I think I can do 5 on that. I'm always kind of drawn into handmade wooden objects. The rooster kind of drew me in. $2. It was pretty rough. I'm not exactly sure what it was supposed to be for either. Not sure if I could have rehydrated the oil on that and brought it back to life or not, but it's a very interesting piece. I love this little bowl. Friday. Must have been part of like a little kid set. Bone china. $5 for the little bowl. Oh, that's really cute too. What's back here? I just picked up some of these guys in a yard sale. I still gotta get those listed up. Those are pretty fun. Mine were Occupy Japan though, so I believe that one was made in England. Now this is a Falls Graph tier tray. They're asking 10 for it, the magic number of the day. This is part of their brown drip collection. I think it's really beautiful. I would have picked it up to resell, but the last one sold for only $12.50, which I actually think is undervalued. There are several listed, however, going between 20 to 25, and I think that's probably a little bit more fair, but it's always up in the air whether you can really resell Falls Graph at this time, which is unfortunate because I think it does have a nice look. These are nice, some Roseville pottery little canisters. This is interesting. I'm not sure what that is. I don't think it's Costa Boda. Is it weird that anytime I see a coffee pot like this, I just think it's so nostalgic? My parents always had coffee pots like that, but in my adult life, I've always used either a French press or like a Chemex pour over. I know my millennial is showing, but I don't know. I just think they're nostalgic when I see those. Their souvenir piece, my neighbors to the north here, New Brunswick. $2. Cute little trivet. Random toy shoved inside the Pyrex dish. Looks familiar. As a boy mom, right? Got some fancy tea party stuff down there. Spied this vase. It looked kind of interesting. Only $5, so half the price of a lot of things today. What's this say? The Cuss Bank. Uh-oh. Be like a good little Yankee swap gift or something, right? I always like when people do the funny gifts for Yankee swap. Makes it fun. This right here is probably why I've never been a lamp person. I've seen other people find really cool lamps, but this is always my selection, so kind of why I've never been able to get into him much. I totally recognize this guy. I have this same little bearded belly button dude as a Christmas ornament. I'm wondering if this kind of looks like it was made like a DIY. I'm wondering if that used to be an ornament because I do have a little collection of those. I think they're really cute, but not that into the snow globe as much. I found this really pretty porcelain trinket box. Beautiful florals on it. It is slightly footed. What would you keep inside of these? I'm always curious what people use trinket boxes for. I don't think it's quite like a junk drawer, right? You're definitely storing something in it of importance. I was trying to see what this dog thing was up here. It's like laying over. I think it's a planter. He's very wobbly. I think he might be missing a piece. Let's put him down on the floor so I can see if he's actually going to stand up or not. His little head's falling off here. Yeah, he's definitely... Do you think he's missing a piece? It looks like something's supposed to go on the back there. Because I understand if you put dirt in it, it probably wouldn't fall over, but... I don't know. It's really cute. Isn't that really fun? Little bobbin head planter. Looks like someone bought it new and just went ahead and donated it. I wonder if it's because it was missing the part, just kept falling over. I'm not sure what the deal is. A picture of eggs. And this is kind of cool. It's a little tool piece. And I think it's like a mailbox or letter holder of sorts. It's got some, it's got some wear and tear to it a little bit, but overall, it's not bad. I bet you set this on your desk and you could hold like little stationery in it, right? Let's see, there's a little bit of wear to it, so I'm hesitant to pick it up because of the paint chipping on it everywhere. It's really cute though. I see an adorable little owl figurine. I'm a little nervous to look at the price, but it's super cute. So let's see. Okay, $2. We can do $2. That's a great deal. And these are so cute. I really like that. Well, look at this new old stock little electric tray. Isn't that cute? It's $10. And I just like that it still has its original packaging. I'm not sure what you'd use that for. What do we put it on the hot tray to? What needs to be hot, at the parties and stuff. Usually you do like the crock pots and things. I'm not sure what you're setting on it. I love to collect these little watering cans. This one has butterflies on it. Only $4. I always pick these up when I see them. They're very handy, Being a gardener, you can never have enough watering cans. Some cute little Maine juice glasses here. Brewers Festival, 1996. This section is always wild. It definitely is just a free-for-all in here. You kind of have to dig. But you can find some real gems in here, so it's always worth sifting through, digging through. I was trying to see what these are. It's like it's a salt and pepper shaker or like spice shakers of sorts. I don't know. This thing's, it's cool, but confusing. I'm going to put the basket back on top where I found it. Try to keep it as orderly, or at least how they had it. And yeah, let's continue to see if we can find anything. What is this guy? It's got some chips in it. Oh, it's so cute though. It's like is it all vegetables? Is this supposed to be a cookie jar? Something doesn't seem right about having a cookie jar with vegetables on the top, right? It seems a little off. I thought this bear had a pretty cool look to him. He looks like he's supposed to be holding something originally, though. I don't think he's all there. I'm not sure what he's supposed to be holding. Is he like, yeah, he's definitely supposed to be on something. These are fun. Like little dimpled cats. $10 for the set, so that does say set on them. That's not too bad for 5 each. I think I might be able to do something with those. Man, that's a lot of pink. I've never been a fan of pink, so this is kind of like sensory overload on my eyes right now. But I do like this little, I guess it's just like a, what is it? I don't know what it is. Do you put a candle in it? It's very pretty. I like the little gold speckling around the edge of it. Yeah, that's a lot of pink. This is a Raggedy Ann. I think it's Raggedy Ann, little teapot. That's actually pretty cute. She seems like very old, like a middle-aged Raggedy Ann. Usually see her, she's more childlike, right? I thought this was a really sweet set with a lamb on it. It's kind of quilted. It's really fun kind of country colors. Really sweet in a cottage. I think there's only 3 there, but they're still really fun. Let's see what else they have for linens. More pink. Those are pretty though. $3 on them. Those are fun. I always love seeing little handmade things. Lots of frilly stuff today. Pink edging on that. That's a pretty pink. I like that kind of rose pink. And this one's a little bit more raggedy at the edges. I'm wondering if you're supposed to frame this. It's like a rose, and I think that's a butterfly. Just kind of 1970s, so I'm kind of digging that piece. A quick glance at the books. Their book selection has kind of gone down quite a bit, so it's unfortunate. They used to have it like wrapped around the whole back of the store. Now it's kind of very small. I looked at the kids' books real quick. I found a couple for my boys for homeschool, and yeah, let's look at the cookbooks. I got a Christmas with Paula Deen. I love picking up any kind of Christmas books or Christmas recipe books. They're some of my favorite ones to read. 4 Little Kittens. This is hilarious. What even is this? They're like little pictures of them doing like human things. That's so funny.
That's funny.
Check this out. It's a cassette player. I don't even think it has radio on it. I think it's just straight up cassette. That's pretty cool. I wonder how old that is. 70s maybe? So let's go ahead and hop into the haul portion. I didn't get a whole lot because the prices were a little bit higher than I would have liked today. So I did pass up on a lot of things that I was kind of interested in, but I still was able to snag a few things I was happy with. I did get about half and half to resell on my eBay and Etsy shops. So if you see anything you like, maybe go over and check them out over there, and about half to keep for myself. So let's go ahead and get into it. The first guy I got here is this cute little owl figurine on the tree. It says no one's perfect. The little one hanging upside down there, and this was only $2. So that'll be going up on Etsy. I also picked up this adorable little girl. She just had this really cute yarn hair on the ceramic piece, and I thought it was just so fun. She had a really cute look to her, and she is a little bank. Still had her original plug. I just thought she was really fun. She was only $2 as well. And though it's like a 1960s, 1970s vintage piece, I thought she definitely had those colors that goes really well with the Danish pastel kind of trend. So yeah, I think she'll do good on Etsy. We'll see, but I think she'll go very well with that particular style that is a little bit trendy right now. So I did have a little bit of fun with the video. As you saw, there were so many things there that were $10. So if you made it this far in the video, you can leave a comment, leave a separate comment and just say $10. It'll be fun to know who is still watching at this point, and it'll just be fun to see everyone saying the $10, right? So I did grab the 2 cats. They were $10, but it said set, so 5 each. And I thought they had a really neat look to them. They are gold. They kind of have these dimpled design throughout the piece, and they kind of are different size circles. So it's a really interesting look, right? I do believe these are a little bit more modern. I'm going to put them on eBay because of that. I'm not sure exactly the age to them, but I think they're really great. So I am no stranger to picking up a vintage state souvenir decor, and this was a really fun piece. It is a New Hampshire souvenir. It is this nice little metal bowl. They're asking $4 for it, and it was in pretty good shape. The paint was good. There's a slight dent right there, and it kind of just makes a little push out there up on the side, so it's not really any big deal. And just a really fun piece, especially if you're from New Hampshire or have ties to New Hampshire. I think it would be fun to have in your home just to kind of honor, you know, your time there or your roots there. So I really always enjoy picking up state souvenirs. And that will be up on my Etsy shop. I couldn't help myself. I had to pick up this 4 Little Kittens book. It's so funny. And they were asking 95 cents for it. The little poses are just hilarious. How they dressed up the little kittens and had them do different scenes. There's some kind of a story that goes along with it. So he's doing dishes. Oh, this is so funny. Little chefs. So fun, right? So this is, let's see if we can find a date on it. This one is 1982. So, not particularly too old, but it is vintage. So I'm gonna put this up on my Etsy. I think it's really fun. I found this set of 3 little like stand cloths. They are a little bit pillowed, kind of a quilted fabric with a sweet little lamb at the center, very cottage. I just thought it had a really great look to it, and definitely that kind of cottage core, maybe a little bit of vintage revival design to it as well. Very cute. They're asking $2 for the 3 of them, and I'm not sure where these are gonna land, but I do plan to resell them, so we will see if I end up putting it in the live sale over at Whatnot or if I do list them, but really fun. So this is one of the first things I picked up when I walked in the door. They had this little random like tray sitting out, and they had all kinds of things in it, and they seemed to be discounted, but I didn't really see anything in particular discounted with this. It was only $2. I do need to figure out a way to hang this up on the wall because it's just like a shelf leaner, I guess, but only $2. It does have a little bit of wear to the picture itself, but I don't mind. The overall aesthetic is there. I really like the look to it, and I'm going to add it to my wilderness wall that I have going over in my living room. So really happy with that. I needed some more smaller pieces to kind of fill in the kind of random spots on my gallery wall. So really fun find. I was able to save a bluebell goose today. I got this cute little juice glass. It's just the single, so hopefully I can pick up at least 3 more out and about if I ever see them. It was only $2. It is a vintage Libby, and yeah, really fun. I love this little size of a cup just to kind of get to my kids, my boys, especially my youngest. Doesn't really drink a lot in one sitting, so definitely these size glasses come in handy. I got one little farmer knickknack here. I don't know the maker of it. It was only $2. It's probably like a home cow or something like that. And I just really think these are so cute. I do wish she had like an orange hat on. The blue doesn't go with my decor as much, but I've really been liking these lately. I have a few of them displayed up here and they're just really sweet to me. So kind of cottage core, I guess. I really like them. So I have a trivet collection problem. I just absolutely love them. They made so many fun ones. And this one is something I might potentially resell. I've got to clean it up and kind of see if I can fit it in my collection or not first. But, you know, I might list it up on my Etsy. And it has this really adorable bird. Let me see if I can take this sticker off so we can see it a little bit better. It was marked $5. Let me see the bird. It was marked $5. The bird's really cute on it and the florals. Really great style to it, very cottage and just really fun, right? Definitely 1970s. Even though there's some blue in there, you can see, you know what I'm just noticing? It's kind of like the picture itself is like hand-stitched crewel. Like it's not actually, you know, needlepoint, but they made it look to be that way. That's really fun. And there's little mushrooms too. It's very 1970s. This might be a hard one to let go of. I'll probably end up keeping it, but if you're interested, there's like a 0.5% chance I might list it. And then for $4, I picked up a watering can to add to my collection out in my garden shed. I like to pick these up and, you know, for a good price. This is so fun. It has the little butterflies on them and the nice terracotta orange color, a really great one. So happy with that. And we're down to my last item, guys. I picked up the Christmas with Paula Deen cookbook for $2. I like the little size to it. It's not like a giant book. So this will be a fun read. I love especially reading through cookbooks that have to do with Christmas and kind of family get-togethers and stuff. It's always interesting because they usually have some stories behind the recipes and you kind of can compare them to the ones you do and maybe get some new ideas. I never usually follow recipes. I kind of just get inspired by recipes and kind of create my own, right? So yeah, really fun one there. I was very happy to add another Christmas book to my collection. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Be sure to leave me a comment down below of anything you saw in the store today that you would have picked up. Or if you liked anything that I picked up, I'm always interested to hear what everyone enjoyed in the video. And yeah, if you're not subscribed, I'd really appreciate it if you go ahead and subscribe and hit that like button. It really helps me out. And definitely leave a comment. That helps me out too. Counts as engagement. And I just like hearing from you, honestly. So we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.